So like I was saying, basically, I just had like pepperoni, like a water, some kind of a herbal spice water, like in my bag. Herbs and tea. This is the policy now. I don't care whether there's some kind of like fancy medication. I'm not a dendrite. If you guys don't know what dendrite is, a dendrite is a single neuron. It's a single neuron. It's a single neuron that fires. That could be dendrite. When you're ahead in your head, you take one single pathway to make sense of your world. Like Jordan, the one I keep here, the one that looks here like this. These are people. I'm just copying them. I'm not being rude. He's a dendrite in his head. He only processes one dimension. One dimension. Maybe sees only one thing at a time. He only processes one frame per second. That's a dendrite. That's the smallest thing they can do. A dendrite only takes one part. Doesn't matter how complicated a dendrite. 10,000 nodes. I'm surprised. Biologically, a dendrite is not allowed to fire one instruction at a time. Let me try to tell Mandy this. Because basically, let me just try to log in to my laptop. Here, okay, let me just try to copy this. Basically, I'm still like here. Nope, that's not what I do. So just refresh it. Yep. So basically, it's called a dendrite. Maybe I made it up, but there has to be some unit of some kind of a brain thing. What is real or not? No one told me about policy, but it's not. Well, there's a complexity. What is it's basically meant to only see one thing at a time. Basically, it doesn't matter whether it's your smile 5 minutes. It doesn't matter whether it's medication or not. Guys, anything must renew people, rebuild people at the bare minimum. So start rebuilding people. So you must renew people, not repair people. Renew people. It's supposed to be if it does if the dendrite, for example, literally, if the dendrite, for example, literally. Basically, metaphysically. Is it no? Well, also, this is not recording the way I wanted to. So, basically, I'm telling you what dendrite is, because I know what dendrite is. Don't tell me how I don't know science. I won't Google it here, because you guys are fragmenting the whole ecosystem of dendrites. Dendrite, biologically, systematically, fires one instruction at a time. Doesn't matter where the input is. You only knows one thing, a one space in time. Look, all the herbal medicines are even better. Guess what I'm going back to. I'm not taking anything when I come to Nigeria. No medication, nothing. It's very funny. You just ask me what I want to build for myself. You have to ask people what they want to do. In the brain, doesn't matter the brain topology or the skull-shaped animal thing. We all have our dendrites. We have only one thing we want to do. Maybe it's house or not. It's not your problem. Maybe it's build a mansion or build a house or build a computer. Because the magnitude is so big. It's so big you can't do it. Maybe like Jordan, the one you keep here for your money. Maybe you have something you want to do. See one thing at a time. Maybe he has big dreams, but I don't know. He has nothing. I know he's nothing. But I know he's nothing. He can't do nothing. I don't give a shit. That's your people. You fix that. But biology is apart from your business. A dendrite biologically. It doesn't matter how. It looks like a tecticum. Basically, it's your brain, but your brain is more on the dendrite. So you Google dendrite. They are like a sea urchins, which get like the urchins. They're part of the species of urchins. So you have the urchins, which you touch and they poke you. But they only feel that tip. Basically, dendrites are like the sea urchins, but they're for the brain, for the structure of the brain. If I have herbal tea, I'm not herbal tea in Nigeria. We have that, we have that as a policy, guys. Now we have that. We don't need anything else to repair anyone. When someone's sick, we can ask them for the solution. What the solution is. Fast before giving everyone medication, everything they want. No, this medication bad as policy. This medication doesn't work. They can have their medication, everything, all their nonsense, all the herbal tea nonsense. But I'm giving a definition because you guys are funny. There. You don't know what you're doing. Because you're funny because you don't know what you're doing. Now do something. So the dendrite is the foundation of all of us. All of us. Whether we break or we heal, we cannot do the same thing. or not. Like 8 human rights, 8 times 8, 64. 8 plus 8, 16. If I cannot even see the number 8, because 8 is not a number in my language, if I see 8, I think it's like 6, because or infinity. Because the thing is, if I think 8 is infinity because it's slightly rotated, if it's rotated like this, I say, oh, 8, but that's infinity. I'm not wrong. My dendrite misfired. That's all I will give you. My dendrite misfired. Because you guys stop being around stupid people like Jordan and making autism be a disease here. That's your problem. These are your people here. Look, this is the thing. So basically, I'm giving the definition because these are very funny. It doesn't matter who you are. You can verify the dendrite path. Whether it's a BCI, as a policy of the MMR, the mind and memory institute. Because we don't have any BCI. BRC, but we don't have like we have a magnetic imaging, mind imaging retina with dendrites there in the brain. No matter what you are, we have to make sure the dendrites grow before we can fix anyone's mind. There's no fixing, there's only renewing. We'll fix the clusters like the sea urchins, like the tentacles, anything that can heal itself under the ocean has dendrites in place. Because I don't tell you about this, because you guys are people too. But that's how it works biologically. Biologically in the body, whether it's an organ, whether it's a lizard's tail, they have enough dendrites. I'm telling you guys now, because I already have it in my notes everywhere. Maybe I have it in men's or something, it's not a problem. But it's my problem when I can't get my data to get all the information I need. Which I still have to get the information I need anyway for my notes. It doesn't matter. If I'm seeing blue light, I see it's blue, in one's frame. Now it's it's shifted to what? But I see black. But I see my eye black. Basically, I see the black in my eye because my dendrite cannot perceive what the color was at that time. In between blue and red. This is kind of time it can fire and time, space and time it needs to activate. Activated. Sometimes they don't know what they're doing. Look, so that's what the dendrite is. D for Delta, E for Echo, N for November, D for Delta, R for for Tango, I for Indigo, T for Tango, E for Echo, S for Sarah. This is dendrites in your brain, biologically. You're perfect in any way, shape, or form until you start giving you medication. And you start doing like this. And you start stretching out, start spazzing out. Basically, thank you guys.